Namo Namaha, masters all around. Welcome to third episode of Quantum Life. We hope you are enjoying this series, and thank you so much for giving us so much love and support. With the blessings of Brahmarishi Pitamaha Patriji, let us start with today's episode. As we all know that in this era of fast-paced life, we have forgotten our roots and are just doing and doing. So we came up with this Quantum Life series, which will let us to the journey from doing to being and bringing a harmony with nature. Quantum life is lived in the primacy of consciousness. It's a ground of all beings. We have to be aware of each and everything around us and within us. It is an interdependent relationship. And in quantum life, we are working with the three attributes or the three pillars: Ayurveda, quantum, and pyramid. Before I go to our first speaker today, I would like to tell you that we all have already um, participated in 21 days spiritual science doctors retreat and have explained or reviewed few books that you will find interesting. If you want to watch those, you can watch the old YouTube videos regarding those. And now with this episode, I would start with the quantum self or quantum world. Today we have a beautiful speaker, Dr. Rashmi Gill, with us, who will lead us to this the quantum world and will tell us about the quantum self, the fifth body, the bliss body that we have initially learned about. Now, today we will be learning something more about it. So I would like to welcome Dr. Rashmi Gill on the stage. Over to you.
Thank you, Kathy ma'am. Hello everyone. Myself Rashmi Gill. I am a BMS student from National College of Ayurveda, Barwala, Hisar, from India. Today, I am going to share my presentation about the bliss body. In the previous chapters of the quantum series, today is quantum's third chapter about the quantum self, the bliss body. Now I am going to share my screen. Here is This is the chapter third of the quantum physics, the quantum self, fifth body, bliss body. This is reference from Quantum Doctor book, which is written by Dr. Amit Goswami. I have already explained about the five bodies in my last chapter, chapter second. Today about these five bodies. The five bodies of consciousness: physical, vital, mental, supramental, and the bliss body. These are correlated with the five kosha, means panch kosh, derived from Sanskrit word pancha. Pancha means five, and kosha. Kosha means sheath. It's about five sheath and the three bodies. First is physical body, which relates with the Annamaya kosh. Anna means food. This is called the food shield, which is physical and visible to us. Second is Pranamaya kosh. It's a part of astral body. Prana means breathe or the breathing. Means breathing is our life. There is no life without breath. It is not visible to us, but we can experience it and define it in all related with the terms feelings and emotions. Third is Manomaya kosh. Man relates with the heart and mind, means where decisions are taken, which gives memory to the thoughts, and these are represented at physical and the vital body. Fourth is Vigyan Kosh. Vigyan means V plus Gyan. V means extra. Gyan means knowledge, means the extra knowledge, because the three bodies are related with the knowledge of five senses, but it's about the extra knowledge. So it's also known as the intellectual. And the innermost is the causal body, the Anandamaya Kosh. Anandamaya Kosh means the bliss body. It's the absolute power of our existence. It's called bliss, means we can't define or describe the nature of it because it's not physical. So we talk about it in the terms of experiences where we touch it and we become the blissful. So we call it the bliss body. For example, if we like someone's nature, we call them sweet. That doesn't mean we taste the nature, but it's all about the feeling which we feel after talking to them. So this is the bliss body, means we become blissful. Now I am explaining about this bliss body in detail. It's the stage of samadhi, means the completely deep meditation state. Means here is a picture. This is from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which shows the samadhi state, means the deep meditation state. Aham Brahmasmi means I am the Brahma, means creator of the world. I am the absolute reality. We all are the absolute reality. We all are Brahma, means creator. It's nothing but one's own self, means bliss body is our self, means our spirit will find it its true self. We find our pure consciousness in this bliss body. Its highest dimension of our existence, means when soul enter into the highest absolute unlimited unconditional bliss of spirit, it is our existence. It is a sense of harmony, integration, and the complete satisfaction and fulfillment. Means it is the state of positive feeling which is not depend on any object or event or any external world or external reality. It's all within us is the bliss body. There are some reference about the bliss from Vedanta, means from ancient Vedantas. The higher than the sense are the object of sense. Higher than the object of sense is the mind. Means when our senses sense object, this is physical and the vital. And when the sense goes to the mind, it will become the manas, means the manomaya kosha. It's trying to explain. And higher than the mind is the intellect. Higher than the mind is the intellect. Intellect means the Vijnanamaya Kosh. The intellect shield is the Buddhi. Higher than the intellect is the great self. Means higher than intellect is the bliss. Bliss means the great self. Means our inner bliss is the great self. This is poetry from Katha Upanishad. And second is the Bhuma Ve Sukham. Na alpe sukham asti. It means infinity alone can satisfy man. Means every human being has desires. And when these desires fulfill, we have more desires. Mean these desires and completion of desires. This series going on, whole life. At the end of life, we are not satisfied. Means there is no satisfaction. But we need satisfaction and we try hard for it to our whole life. But it's important to realize that We all can be satisfied by achieving infinity, which is only possible when we reach each koshas and each bodies, which represent one aspect of our existence, is open and there is no blockage between our outer self, mean physical body, to the inner self, means bliss body. Then we are satisfied, means our physical to the bliss body. All bodies are become transparent. There is no blockage. Then we can find the true happiness, means the infinity, which satisfy us. Here is quantum psychophysical parallelism, means physical. First, I am defining the physical world. Physical means the physical body, the external body, means which is visible to us, means we all are different, means I am the subject and you are object for me. In the same way, if you are subject, then I am object for you. Means when this subject object and the quantum collapse is there, the quantum possibility wave in the observer's brain lead to the self-reference, a split of consciousness into the subject and object. Means we are all a part of consciousness, undivided consciousness, but we are different only in a split of consciousness into subject and object. Now, psycho. Psycho means the vital, mental, and the supramental bodies, the internal world. We now I'm going to explain the physical and the psycho relation. Means they all interact. Means these four bodies: physical, vital, mental, and supramental. They all interact through non-locality, means without exchange of signals. Means physical body has signals, so it interacts through liver to the brain, lungs to the brain, but these bodies interact without the exchange of signals. They all interact because consciousness mediate their interaction. So they these four bodies are the part of quantum. Means quantum is bliss, means limitless. According to this, all four bodies, physical, vital, mental, supramental, all four worlds of possibility exist in the ground of being that consciousness is. Means it is the ground where we all are one. That ground is quantum. Means all bodies consist nothing but the possibilities of consciousness choose from. Means we choose and become. But actual base is one. This is the bliss, which is quantum self. This is the one. This is the quantum psychophysical parallelism. Now, we are distracted from our inner bliss. I am explaining it. Means our ignorance or the distraction which give rise to the ego. Ego creates the like and dislike. This like dislike give rise to the disease, which disease give us the fear of death. Means physical, vital, and the mental. There are three, which we consider as these are the reason for the disease, because these are somewhat visible to us or we can experience them. So we think There is only reason of physical. Any physical harm, vital. Because of our feelings. For example, stress is the reason for hypertension. Means anger is the reason for hypertension. And mental means we think and we become. So we can think these three can be reason, but we can't explain the supramental is the origin of any disease, because supramental can't be a reason, but its ignorance can be a reason. Our lack of ongoing connection to the supramental and the bliss body may manifest as ignorance, means the ignorance of supramental and the bliss body can be a root cause of all this suffering. Now, this is the ignorance. This ignorance gives rise to ego. Ego means our mental state, which creates like and dislike. For example, we are the in charge of our feeling, means we are giving the meaning to the thoughts or the thinking, because we condition our mind to produce the meaning for thinking, and these thinking produces the like and dislikes. For example, when someone break a glass, and it's my favorite, I get to know that my father broke on it by mistake, then I didn't respond it. But if I get to know that my sibling broken, then I will got angry and shouted on him, because I condition my feeling that now I can be angry. Now I can be angry, and I know this anger can produce a disease within me. This anger is produced by myself, means actually the disease are produced by myself. So these diseases can produce the fear of death. These are the distractions. Now I'm going to explain about the connection to the inner bliss. First, we can connect to our inner bliss through meditation. Means we can find ourself, inner self, through meditations. Consciousness as existence, awareness, bliss. Means consciousness, pure consciousness is the bliss. Bliss connect us to our spirit memories beyond space and time. Means it's the base of all layers and relate to deeply spiritual experiences of enlightenment, where space and time and individuality no longer exist. We all are same. It defines our non locality and oneness. Non locality means it's the connection between humans, means there is no connection through signals, it's the connection through consciousness. We all are connected through consciousness. We all are same on the ground of being. That's the non locality and the oneness of ourself. It's the infinity of happiness. This body can be understood as filled of pure consciousness, dwelling within each individual. This is about bliss body. Now I'm explaining about the benefits of the bliss, activation of our inner bliss. Our body is so small when we born, and this become this much, and all changes goes within the body, means no external stretching, nothing is needed to increase the size of my body, means somewhere the creator is working from within me who creates this body to this size, means manufacturer is inside. Then if you allow it, to function to fix a small flex in the body, means any disease or something is there, then if we allow the inner to heal it, then I think there is no problem with it. So allow your innermost core, the bliss body, to heal you. These all bodies are there to find express. We are leave it all the manifestor and allow him to express, then everything will be fine. So meditate yourself and activate the inner bliss. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rashmi, for giving us such a beautiful information about our quantum self. We have never known about this thing that we are the consciousness, we are those bliss being. We can be the one with infinite possibilities. And I really like that you explained beautifully about the ego, the distractions, why the disease occurs, and how because of our ignorance, and it creates the ego and it creates the dislikes, and we think that everybody is separate from us, and we think that we only this physical reality is only reality. So thank you so much, Dr. Rashmi, for today's presentation on quantum self or bliss body. It's really a pure consciousness and pure, uh, totally a bliss, a limitless body. We can do anything with this. So, the supramental intellect, we should be working with that and do not get distracted with our ego. So, now I would be explaining about the second pillar of the quantum life. It's the pyramids. We have already learned about the pyramids in in our previous episodes, and today in this quantum life episode 3 we will be learning few more facts about the pyramid. So before I go to the today's topic, that is exterior uses of pyramid, I would like to put some light on what is pyramid. Pyramid is a structure or monument with quadrilateral base and four triangular sloping sides meeting to the center point called apex. As you can see here in the picture, that this is a pyramid, and it has a four base. It is a quadrilateral base, and these sloping sides which have been connected at this apex. But what does pyramid mean? Pyra means fire, and mid means middle, which literally means fire in the middle. But what is that fire? That fire is the cosmic energy, a complete cosmic energy, which is spread or transferred to all the whole of the world through that pyramid. What is the most important thing about the pyramid? It's the angle, 51 degree 52 minutes. This angle is very crucial angle. Without if your pyramid is not on this angle, then you will not be able to get the whole and proper energy, proper use, proper benefits of the pyramid. So this angle should be a very precisely built whenever you are constructing or making a pyramid. It should be kept under consideration. And this is the formula for making a pyramid. Edge is equal to base into 0.951 and height is equal to base into 0.636. And the height of king's chamber is base into 1 by 3. Because why the king's chamber? As I told, that pyramid is the fire in the middle. This king's chamber has utmost amount of energy in it, and when you meditate at this king chamber, you get immense energy. That is why under the pyramid, doing meditation under the pyramid will give us immense energy, and specifically in this king's chamber. So next time whenever you will be meditating under pyramid, Try to do it in King's Chamber. So next we will be going to exterior uses of pyramids. But before that, in previous episodes, we have learned about the interior uses of pyramids. You can use pyramids in kitchens, for the spices and fruits, vegetables to keep them fresh and energized. And you can also use pyramids in your bedrooms so as to it will be helpful in reducing the sleep problems. It will help in sleeplessness, who the people who are having problems in sleeping, they will be really benefited by that. And the study rooms or pyramid caps can be used by students or by anybody to increase the memory power or concentration power and to bring out the stability. In drawing rooms, you can use it. In gardens, you can use it. In so many things, you can use pyramids, as we have known in previous session. So today, let's go to the first. Before I go to the more exterior uses, let me tell you that pyramids has already been researched for its energy. And the research was actually carried out by Russian National Academy of Sciences, which includes Russian Academy of Medical Sciences, Institute of Theoretical and Experimental Biophysics, Graphite Scientific Research Institute, and Institute of Physics in Ukraine. So the Ukraine scientist Alexander Golod is working on power of pyramid energy since 1990 and has built three pyramids of 44 feet height and has done numerous researches which are supported by Russian Academy of Medical Sciences. And few of the researchers have showed these results that agricultural seeds placed in the pyramid for 1 to 5 days showed showed a 30 to 100% increase in yield. We have also done these researches at our Pyramid Valley, near Pyramid Valley, by Brahmarishi Pitamaha Patriji. This can be a major helpful thing to be used in agriculture, as we all know that the plant-based food is really necessary for us. Also, uh, pyramid areas near pyramids seem to have diminished seismic activity, and instead of one large powerful earthquake occurring, there are hundreds of tiny ones. Basically, it has also put an impact on environment, that a major earthquake was there, but little earthquakes, tiny ones, low in intensity, were there. So managing the extra loss, it managed the extra loss. And pyramid complex was also built in an oil field in southern Russia. Oil there became lighter, less viscous by 30%, which lead to the increased yield of oil. And this result was actually confirmed by Moscow Academy of Oil and Gas. So this is using of pyramid is not just that we are saying. Research says that pyramids are really helpful in so many fields. And you can also search these. Also, there was one experiment in a jail in Russia that 5,000 people in jail showed that in a few months, most crimes almost disappeared and behavior was much improved. And this was attributed to the salt and pepper added to the food which had been placed beforehand in the pyramid. So basically, they have energized the salt and pepper used in the food with the pyramid energy, and that has shown the behavioral behavioral difference. The criminal activities were subsided. Also, the radioactive waste placed inside the pyramids, there is a decrease in their level of radioactivity. And all these researches are already being done. So pyramid is totally a miraculous thing that we should use. It's a quantum machine, as our quantum life coach, Dr. Anil Sinha, says. So as I was, these were the few researches that was done by Russian Academy of Medical Sciences, and now in India also, in the near the Pyramid Valley, Brahmarishi Pitamaha Patriji has been making it popular everywhere. So experiment was carried out at Perry, where plants were kept under pyramid and they appeared to be healthier and less vulnerable to weather. Also, the seeds were kept 5 days inside a pyramid, and when after they were planted, in all the cases, the seeds from the pyramid had 20 to 100% increase in the yield, and that's so fascinating. And the plants that were grown, they did not get sick and were not ever affected by the droughts. So there was not much effect due to the environment also. So in the field of agriculture, I will say that consciousness based farming, plants will be happy and healthy and will give us the healthy yield. So we should keep their health to very much consideration. As you can see, these are the photos where these experiments have been done by Brahmarishi Pitamaha Patriji. And in the larger scale, if we cannot make these kind of big pyramids, we can make a pyramid like this pipes, and like in a big area or of land, this kind of pyramid can be made with a particular angle of 51 degree and 52 minutes. And we can leave it like that so that these can meet astrally over one, and that will bring out the energy, spread the energy to all the field. For commercial uses, we can use this kind of pyramids. This kind of pyramids can be used. So I think we should go for the consciousness based farming, and as it is the need of the hour. Also, residential layouts can be made by the pyramid. You make a whole lot of pyramid, or you can make a rooftop pyramid on over your house roof. You can also make it there, and it can be made of any kind of material, fiberglass, wood, or bricks. Any kind of material you can make. You can make it big, or you can make it a small one. Resorts, like this is the Pyramid Home Divine, Dehradun, India. This resort is the first resort that is totally based on pyramid structures. All of those rooms are there, present there, are made with this pyramidal structures, and with the angle of 51 degree 52 minutes. And all other yoga meditation classes have already been conducting been there. And also, this can be a very relief giving uh, thing for a person. Educational institutes, major institutes, as we told in previous episode, that pyramid cap can help in increasing concentration, memory power. If in the educational institutes classes are being made like this, with the pyramidal structure, every student will get the whole energy and will understand the concept, and be more efficient in their work, and be more concentrated into the studies and other non-academic things also. We can also put these pyramids in the public places, and also a healing garden can be made. Like this you are watching Devajyoti pyramid. It's a bigger, very big pyramid, and with a much more capacity of uh, people, and that can be like a healing garden or meditation uh, meditation community communal program can be formed there. And this is a Dhanvantari pyramid, which is kept in a park, and benches are being maintained there. People go regularly in the morning, during a morning walk or anything, and meditate there. So this can be a big one and a small one. So it can be considered as the healing garden. And for road safety, in India, at various highways, such kind of pyramids have been installed, and this has been found that uh, after installations of these pyramids, road accidents were reduced, significantly reduced. And this can be a very much great thing in all of the world if we start installing the pyramids like this around the highways or routes for a road safety concept. It will reduce the road traffic accidents. And for hospitals, it is the most beautiful thing to put pyramids in hospital, because there people are sick who go to the hospital, and they need that energy, that positive energy to get well. And these pyramids in hospitals should be installed so that a person can be healthy again. And this is the photograph of civil hospital in Yamunanagar, India. It is a healing pyramid. Its name is healing pyramid. And animal husbandry, basically for the cows or other animals, we are uh, we are taking the advantages of them, but we are not taking care of our animals. We should be taking care of them. At least we can do this, to install some pyramids in this cattle area, or anywhere we are using or making animal kind of animal products are using. We have to avoid those things. But in that also, along with that, we should be taking care of all the animals around the wood. So sheds, like cow sheds, can be made, cattle sheds can be made, and horse stables can be made like this. So they can be a very they can be a very helpful um, tool in helping the poor, or in helping the animals to be healthy, because they get unhealthy very soon, very early, as we do not take care of them. And we can also make a pyramid of our pets also. So this is the pyramid in Ayush department of Haryana, the state where I belong. And this I'm really happy to tell you that this pyramid is actually the first India's first government pyramid. Government has given all the funding to build this pyramid, and it's 60 by 60 pyramid. And every day yoga and meditation classes sessions are already being conducted in under this pyramid. And every time it is relocated in Panchkula, Chandigarh, Haryana. So kindly, whenever you visit here in Chandigarh or Panchkula, so you should please visit this pyramid. And along with this, there are so many pyramids around the world. Not just what I am showing you here, but more and more and more. And we really want to make a world full of pyramids till 2024. As these pyramids, this quantum machine will only help us in energy, in getting the more energy, and leading us to a better meditation experiences. And also, that is why quantum life needs this pyramid. It is the pillar of a quantum life, or a balanced life. So I will conclude my today's session with this simple small message, that pyramid is a symbol of oneness and storehouse of cosmic energy. So if it is a storehouse of cosmic energy, we should get it. We should get it and be one with everyone. Thank you so much for this for listening to the beautiful concept of pyramid. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Samhita Sharma, ma'am, to please come and please put a light on Ayurveda aspects of daily practices. As in previous episodes, we have already learned about the Dinacharya or daily practices and about the waking up and the water intake. And today we will be learning about the cleaning of the body. So, Dr. Samidha, ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khyati. It's my pleasure to be again with you all and speak about the basics of Ayurveda today. I would also like to thank Dr. Sangeeta ma'am for giving us this beautiful platform so as to share the Ayurveda knowledge with everyone. As we had already discussed in the previous episodes, Dinacharya, Brahma Muhurat Jagran, and Ushapan, which actually means the daily practices that should be done in order to keep one healthy, and waking up early, Brahma Muhurat Jagran, which is actually waking up from the time 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., and Ushapan is intake of warm water early in our the which is the first thing in the morning. So let's learn today about how to cleanse our body. Why is cleansing important? The basic reason is when we cleanse or clean any system of our body, it actually becomes rejuvenated and works even in a better way. So, cleansing of lower tract, which is actually our digestive system, is very, very important. Most bowel complaints means elimination of waste can be eliminated if only one adopts the proper posture and defecation. That is the most important thing. If we don't get rid of the waste products of our body, they will accumulate in our body to create many havocs or something that we know as diseases. The invention of modern toilet seat ushered in an era of tremendous human suffering from constipation to allied bowel disturbances and disorders. One is forced to sit in a chair like position, which is an unnatural position, and that demands extra force every time when we think of eliminating the waste in a very dangerous fashion. The best way to eliminate the waste is the squat position or the crouch position in which we sit, and that's the best thing to avoid many problems like hemorrhoids and other anal constrictions that can be linked directly to the design of toilet seat. So, my friends, it is very, very important that the ideal angle between our thighs and our body torso is 45 degrees or less than that. When we sit in a chair like position or the Western toilets, the angle is 90 degrees. So, as to reduce this particular uh, angle, we can use 1 feet little table beneath our legs so as to decrease the angle and to create enough pressure to defecate very naturally. So, once the bowel has moved, the anus must be cleaned with soap water, with cold water. Why cold water? Because it is very, very important to keep and clean the particular area of the fecal matter very nicely. This is very important because, as per the Western culture, toilet paper is generally used to clean the anus after defecation. Surprisingly, the toilet paper is very poor means of cleansing and can actually irritate the sensitive tissues. Apart from that, any amount of fecal matter which is accumulated there may cause itching or pruritus ani for any patient. So, water, however, can never irritate as it is electrical conductor as well. Water must be used and the area must be cleansed very, very nicely. Now, what is the importance of bowel movements? Why are we discussing it? It is very, very important because no meditation, no concentration, no physical activities, no eating or drinking should be done before defecation. If you are not rid of the uh, the dirty products in the body, we cannot be healthy or do anything properly. So, talking about the preliminary cleansing, it is not only about the cleaning of only our gut or the lower system, but also many other factors. The cleansing of our face, nose, ears, eyes, and mouth. These have been beautifully explained in our texts of Ayurveda. This cleaning is basically something that differentiates us from the animals. So, my friends, it is very, very important that every aspect must be taken into account. Life of everyone goes on with a normal pace. But when we know the science, the art of living, that is something that creates or invokes in us being better than the other fauna. So, my friends, as we know, when we sleep, the skin temperature rises. Blankets keep the skin temperature considerably above the room temperature, especially in a room where windows have been left open to ensure adequate circulation of fresh air. Washing helps bring the system into proper equilibrium with the conditions in the room and prevents the kind of shock brought on by the sudden change in temperature of immediately leaping into hot or cold shower. So temperature, whether we are use temperature of water, whether we are using water to wash our face or to have shower, actually makes a lot of difference. We've seen many patients complaining of sneezing just after getting up. So there are many answers to all those kinds of problems, which can be answered very nicely when we talk about Ayurveda. It should be remembered that the whole face is one unit and should be treated as such in the cleaning. So, partial cleaning can create problems as far as when we talk about washing of the face. The eyes represent the elements of fire in the body. They work only when stimulated by light. Water is the fuel of fire. So eyes must be washed with cold or normal temperature water and never ever be used. Uh, hot water shall never ever be used. While cleaning the eyes, first fill the mouth with water and then splash or sprinkle cold water in open eyes. This is a beautiful procedure that actually cleanses the eyes very, very nicely. So just remember the little saying: whenever you wash your hands, wash your face. Whenever you wash your mouth, wash your eyes. All this, my friends, is interlinked and connected very deeply. So, cleaning of ears and nose are similarly very important and a good daily practice. So, how do we clean our ears? Only mustard oil or hydrogen peroxide should be used for the ears because dirt that collects there is not water soluble. It has an oily base. So just put in some drops of either of the liquid in the ear, allow it to soak for a minute or two, and then remove or use a cotton swab for it. And yes, my friends, I'm not talking of the earbuds that are available in the market, because what they tend to do is every time we poke them into our ear cavity, they tend to throw the little balls of wax even deeper inside the ear cavity. So, very, very importantly, never use earbuds to clean your ears. As far as the external ear cleaning is concerned, try to use a warm water soaked towel just after your shower to clean the external pinna or the external ear folds. This will be beautiful and would also uh, bring about shine on the external ear. So, as far as cleaning of the ears is concerned, I strongly recommend of using only cotton swabs to clean them. Secondly, cleaning the nose should also be understood as cleaning the forehead from inside. Now, what is this? This is basically Nashahi Shirsodwaram has been beautifully explained in Ayurveda that the way to reach your brain or your skull is nose. So, when you're cleaning up the nose, it is similar to cleaning up your brain or to rejuvenate your brain. See, during the entire day, we inhale a lot of chemicals which we perceive as smells, good smells, bad smells, perfume smells, so many things. These chemicals become lodged in the nose and cavities. So, cleaning the nose accomplishes many functions and should be included as a part of routine cleaning. The best method is to suck some lukewarm water through the nostrils and spitting it out through the mouth. This may feel strange, even discomforting the first time, but this feeling vanishes after it's been done once. This method works best with a pint of lukewarm water to which a teaspoon each of salt and butter has been added. So there is never a time or stage to know doing any proper ritual to anything so as to improve upon our healthy living. My friends, there is no age to learn all this. So, this is a beautiful description to cleanse up the nasal cavity. After washing it, apply a few drops of mustard oil, sesame oil, olive oil, or mineral oil in each nostril, letting it stand for a minute and then rinsing it again. So, this is the way to clean up the nose and at the same time maintain a equilibrium and suppleness of the nasal cavity by oiling it. After washing and cleaning of the nose, let's start talking about the brushing of the teeth, which we all know is so important. Indians use a fresh twig of babool or kikar, which they chew on one end to break it down into fibers that can penetrate the gaps between the teeth. So, a toothbrush will suffice. Use it with toothpaste or baking soda. Dental flosses may be used. And yes, my friends, kawal and gandush means holding of water or oil. Oil pulling is a beautiful and very, very effective method not only to clean your oral cavity or cleaning the teeth, but also strengthening the nerves of the entire buccal cavity. Modern devices use pressurized water, which is generally used these days, but not more than weekly it should be used because the vibrations of the electrical pumps can be very disturbing for the teeth and our nerves as well. So, my friends, cleaning is a very essential part that we have talked today, and there are many, many aspects that shall be discussed even later. Now, let's talk about another, uh, we'll say, um, very, very important things that must be kept in mind so as to keep our body into equilibrium and to keep many, many diseases away from us. The suppression of natural functions or natural urges has been strongly restricted and totally a no no as according to Ayurveda. So, as we all know, there are many, many natural urges such as urination or defecation or urge to vomit, urge to sneeze, suppressing the belching, suppressing yawning, ignoring pangs of hunger means being very, very hungry, or remaining thirsty for a long time, or retaining back or trying to stop our tears, or pressurizing ourselves not to sleep when we are feeling sleepy, and also trying not to deep breathe. So, when we restrict all these natural urges, my friends, we are actually calling trouble to the maintenance of our healthy body, because all this is a very deep nervous tissue, we'll say nervous tissue cycle. Whenever we are curbing the natural urges, we are actually calling in a lot of pressure to many of the nerves, which actually fail to go on with the natural work, and causing a lot of diseases. For creating and maintaining physical and mental well being, one has to follow this very principle of never suppressing natural urges or functions of the body. So, as we can see, when we suppress or not go for urination, when we are controlling the pressure of urine, we are actually causing in a lot of pain in the bladder, or pain in micturition, headache. We experience pain in bending of the body, and recurrent urinary tract infection also. Now, let me explain this. When ladies of the house don't go or use the washrooms very frequently, whenever they feel like going, they are actually withholding a lot of urine. Now, this stagnant urine actually causes the growth of bacteria, and as a result, every time they go, they feel a burning in the sensation when they pass on urine. Now, this is a vicious circle, and again, this burning of the urine, which we actually know commonly as a urinary tract infection, may cause fever and chills in the body. So, do we all agree with the fact that we should not suppress the urge of urination? Yes, my friends, the same uh, the same aspect goes on with withholding the pressure of our feces. So whenever we feel like going or evacuating our bowel, if one holds the urge of defecation, it causes colic pain, which is actually pain in the stomach, severe pain in the stomach, then headache, retention of feces. When we control our pressures, next time we get constipated, because any amount of fecal matter which is present in the rectum tends to get dried up. So, constipation is another form. It is actually drying of the fecal matter. You are not able to pass the fecal matter very easily, and it keeps on accumulating there. So the patient suffers from severe constipation and distension of abdomen, which actually means you will have a big tummy full of gaseous formations, wind formation, cramps in the calf muscles also. My friends, let me connect this also. Whenever we are a patient of long term constipation, our hunger, our basic agni, or the basic digestive fire tends to loosen down. So whatever we'll have will not be absorbed by the body, and extreme weakness comes after a patient is suffering from constipation. And one basic reason for constipation is when we hold our pressures. So we all know that, see, even in these winters, we feel like being in our cozy blanket every time and just enjoying, that warmth, even when our body's natural call pressure is there. So we tend to curb that pressure. So we are actually calling for a lot of trouble, because we will be facing problems like constipation and belching, and distension of the stomach. So never ever control these kinds of natural pressures. It's another mantra that our beautiful Ayurveda has taught us. Now, bathing. You must all be thinking, what is so special about bathing? Every, Everyone knows what bathing is about. It's actually putting a lot of water with some soapy thing or something like that, right? But there is a science or art to do everything the human way or the best way. So let's discuss a little bit more about bathing. Now, use of lukewarm water for bathing. Why lukewarm water? Why not very cold water or very hot water? This is all science. Let's talk about this. Why is bathing every day important? Is it? Or maybe just two sprays of deodorant can do the work. No, my friends. Daily bathing basically purifies mind and body, promotes longevity, relieves fatigue, stops perspiration, increases strength, provides the vital glow of health, removes sleep, allays irritation, removes any kind of itch, and slakes the chronic thirst. The virtues of the bath are beyond enumeration. Good for all work organs and sense organs. The bath purifies the nerves, cures dullness and drowsiness, dissolves sorrow, creates elation, increases enthusiasm, and gives vital energy to the system. So much good comes from one simple daily routine. So, what is the mantra? As with all practices, bathing can create as many problems as it solves if approached in the wrong manner. Bathing more than twice daily should be avoided as it overtaxes our system. And now let's talk about the bath temperature. The most important practice to follow before morning bath is to allow the temperature to equalize with air temperature in the bathroom. Sudden changes in temperature creates disturbance in the system and should always be avoided. The body temperature and room temperature should be equal, as should the temperature of shower or bath. Skin temperature increases following sleep or defecation, eating, exercise, and massage. So it is very necessary to allow a lapse to about 30 minutes after any of these activities. So we got an answer that every time you take a bath just after rigorous exercise, why do you feel the severe pain in the body? That is because when we put on cold water over the body, it actually causes muscles to spasm and may cause body pains. Both the Indian and Greek medical system praises the virtue of lukewarm water for bathing. Very hot water must also be never ever used because it actually causes vasodilation or dilation of the arteries and the channels. So that might also cause laxity in the tissues. So the best water to be used is lukewarm water for the entire body. Another thing, use of Obiton, which is actually a homemade scrub made of chickpea flour mixed with wheat flour, turmeric, mustard oil, must be rubbed on the whole body at least alternate day or twice in a week because these act as natural cleansers. We have a lot of dead skin all over our body, which actually merges with the sebum, which is the oil secretion from the external skin. Along with it, it mixes up with a lot of sweat, with a lot of uh, uh, dust wherever we go. So there's a very thin layer of such debris or wastes all over our body. So this natural cleanser, it takes out every little bit of all this debris or waste so as to make the fresh lightened skin up So it actually brings about a lot of shine and a lot of, uh, we must say, freshness in the entire, not only the skin, but the entire body. So this must be used. In case we are using soaps, etc., we must apply a little bit of mustard oil or sesame oil, because these kinds of debris are not only, uh, these have a oil base also. So we need to cleanse it with a oil rather than every time just using drying agents like soaps or artificial chemicals that we keep on using these days. Another thing, another beautiful thing that can be very nicely explained here is singing or humming in the shower. So, is it just for fun, or does it have a scientific attitude or scientific vision? Singing or humming in the shower or tub proves a most beneficial practice, because humming especially helps to equalize body temperatures. So next time when we say Har Har Gange, or you must have heard our dadis, humming or chanting shlokas while having her bath. So this all has a beautiful scientific reason behind all this. As you bathe, rub the body in in an even and rhythmic manner. Try to pamper yourself. Such rubbing is greatly facilitated by singing or humming. So we all know we have so many bathroom singers in India. There, one who does not sing is immediately besieged and concerned inquiries about his state of health, isn't it? So, humming and singing appears only in states of physical or mental turmoil. So, shall we use tub or shower? Another beautiful question. The main disadvantage of tub is the feeling that it actually relaxes the body to such an extent that it might easily lead to sleep, which in turn increases the body temperature. Otherwise, tub baths are good for patients with many complaints and hemorrhoids also. Hemorrhoids, which is actually piles. So there are different temperatures, different things designed in Ayurveda, which is special for everyone and different for everyone. So, what about after bath? Never scrub or rub your body rigorously with the towel after bath. Softly pat on your towel, which has to be very clean, according to Ayurveda, not used before. Just pat it all over the body, because this patting effect also has a deep meaning as far as the circulation and health of the body is concerned. And never ever repeat the clothes. There's no I'll say advantage of repeating the same worn clothes again and again. So there are some conditions when bathing is uh, you know uh, bathing can be skipped. These are whenever patient is like uh, febrile, he's having fever, or in cases of ear infections. So in those conditions, bathing has been said to be avoided uh, at some stages. So don't you all think that all this thing about Ayurveda, the little things, be it pressure, be it temperature, everything has been said so beautifully. There are, as far as temperature is concerned, never ever use very hot water or very cold water to take head bath or body shower. Head must never be washed with hot water, because eyes are very sensitive. They must never be any heat to eyes is actually very bad for the health of eyes, and also for the scalp. Skin of face, scalp, and the entire body is totally different. So never ever use very cold temperature or water or very hot water for your head, because the main channel, it's the headquarters of the entire body. So always take care and keep oiling your scalp, keep oiling your body, pampering it with oil, be it sesame oil or mustard oil or coconut oil, and everything about the oils is also very in detail, very elaborately explained in Ayurveda. So in the end, I would like to conclude. I think it has been. You must have found it interesting enough, and I hope all our viewers or listeners will follow these ideal rules of living which we've discussed today. And in the end, I would like to thank everyone for keeping so much of patience and love to everyone. Thank you.
So much. Thank you so much, Dr. Samita ma'am, for such a wonderful presentation and explanation about the cleaning of body, which is really very necessary and most of the time ignored. So today we have a lot much enlightenment regarding the Ayurveda, pyramid, and quantum. We have a question over YouTube by Dr. Ruchi Wadhwa that can we construct a pyramid over the small temple in our home? Of course, ma'am, we can do. For sure, we can do construct a small pyramid, and also outside, whenever in the sacred places or prayer halls, these pyramids can be constructed there also. Main consideration is the 51-degree 52 minutes angle. And now, as we all know that PSSM has started a global initiative, a movement of save water and go green. We will be showing you a small video message by Brahmarishi Pitamaha Patriji, and further the song that has been launched by Parinita ma'am on 25th December 2020 on TMC Haryanvi. So, Mitsa, please play the song and message.
Our PSSM has started a new program called as SWAG. It means Save Water and Go Green. S for save, W for water, G for go, and another G for green. Save water and go green, my dear friends. We should not waste water. We should always be very, very careful in conserving our water resources. Let us not waste a drop of water. Every drop of water should be utilized properly. Every drop of water should be used in the best possible way. If you are wasting water, then you are contributing to the poverty of the nation. If you are conserving water, every drop of water, you are conserving the nature and you are making the nature prosper. We have to conserve water. Whenever you are seeing an open tap, please close it. Let not the water go waste. This is called as save water. And then go green. Plant trees. Everybody should plant trees. That is the most important activity for a man, for a human being, to plant trees. We want a very green planet, not a dry planet. And for plants, water is required. If there is no water, there is no greenery. There are no plants. These are the two important activities for a human being. You have to save water and you must see that everything is green. You must plant trees. While we are enjoying the trees planted by others, we should also plant trees. Everybody is forgetting this point and they are not planting trees at all. Why can't you plant trees? Why are you not aware of that fact? That you must plant trees every day. And always, every minute, you must be aware of wasting water. And you must never waste water. Water is a very, very precious commodity. It's a divine commodity. And if you plant a tree, plant a seed, sow a seed, you are making it green. So, this is the movement called as swag. It means save water and go green. I like everybody to say save water, and go green. Please repeat. Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. Swag. What is swag? Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. Like this. Save water and go green. How many points? 2 points. What are the 2 points? Save water and go green. How many points? 2 points. What are those points? Save water and go green. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.